Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. I am Arushi sir and today we will have the detailed analysis of 2020 board examination paper of Gujarat State Board. We will see the solution of mathematics for class 10th. So let's start with the maths paper. Class 10th Mathematics. The paper was held on 11th of March 2020 and the maximum marks are 80. Now section A. This section consists of 1 marks each. First question is, what will be the graph for the equation 6x minus 2x square plus 7? Now students, look carefully. This is the format of a quadratic equation. It is negative 2x square. That means the graph will be in the shape of a parabola and the parabola will open downwards because the coefficient of x square is negative. Second question, state the roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 if b square minus 4ac is more than 0. We know that if the determinant is more than 0, in that case the roots will be real and distinct. Moving on to question number 3. 2k plus 1, 13, 5k minus 3 are 3 consecutive terms of an AP. Then k is equals to, students, we know, then whenever the terms are in AP, in that case, the difference between the consecutive terms will remain same. So, this is A1, this is A2, this is A3. A2 minus A1 is equals to A3 minus A2. So, 13 minus 2k plus 1 like this. That should be equal to 5k minus 3 minus 13. We can just simplify and we will get the value of k as 4. So, option number B will be correct. Moving on to question number 4. BC is given to us as 20 centimeter, angle A is 30. Then, what is the value of AB and what is the value of AC? In this, simply we need to just apply the concept of trigonometry. That tan 30 will be equal to 20 upon AB because it will be tan 30 and tan means opposite upon base. So, it will be 20 upon AB and the value of tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. We will simplify. AB will be 20 root 3. In the same manner, for finding the value of AC, that is hypotenuse, we will use the concept of sine. Sine 30 will be equal to perpendicular or opposite upon hypotenuse, that means 20 upon AC. Sine 30 is 1 upon 2 and AC will be 40. So, option number A is correct one. Moving on to question number 5. Mode minus mean is equals to dash median minus mean. We know the relation between mean, median and mode, that is known as empirical formula. So, just apply this empirical formula, apply on any of the side and you will get the relation. So, option number C is the correct one. Moving on to question number 6. Sixth question is, from the given rational numbers, dash will have non-terminating recurring decimal. It means the number should not terminate, and we know the condition that if in the denominator we are having 2 raised to m into 5 raised to n, means we are only having the denominator as the factors of 2 and 5. In that case, the number will terminate. And we can see in the option number B, that is 17 upon 248, that these factors will not only in the form of 2 and 5. So, it will be a non-terminating number. Seventh one, the LCM of 23, 35 and 46 is, that is a very easy one. We can just simply convert all of them in terms of their prime factors and we can find out the LCM. Eighth question, if 13x plus 19y is equals to 90 and 19x plus 13y is equals to 70, we need to find out the value of x plus y. Now, there are two methods of solving this question. Either we can use any of the method, that is substitution, elimination or cross multiplication to find out the values of x and y. Then we can add them and find out the answer. But that is a lengthy method. Shorter method is, we can just add them. We can see numbers are same, 13, 19, 19, 13. So just add them, 13 plus 19, 32. 19 plus 13, 32. We can just take 32 common and x plus y will be equal to 160 upon 32, that means 5. Okay. Moving on to question number 9. The present age of father is x years and the total age of his two sons is y years. Then the sum of their ages 5 years hence will be, 5 years hence means the age after 5 years. So we can just form the equations as x plus 5, y1 plus 5 and y2 plus 5. It is a tricky question. In this question we have given that a father is having two sons, not one son. So if we are adding the age, if we are adding 5 years in one son's age, in second son's age also 5 years needs to be added. So overall there will be addition of 10 years in the age of both the son. So do this question carefully. I am taking the age of first son as y1 and second son as y2. So it will be y1 plus 5, y2 plus 5. So the final answer will be x plus y plus 15. 5 years for father and 10 years for two sons. So the answer is x plus y plus 15. Question number 10. If a m upon 2 comma 5 is the midpoint of the line segment joining minus 6 comma 7 and minus 2 comma 3, then find out the value of m. We have given the midpoint. So we can just simply apply the concept of midpoint, that is x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y1 plus y2 upon 2. So we can just solve it like this manner and we can find out the value of m, that is minus 8. Moving on to question number 11. We have given the value of sin a as 1 upon 3. We need to find out the value of 9 cot square a plus 9. We know the relation between sine and cosec, that cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So if sine is 1 upon 3, cosec will be 3. And we know one more relation between cosec square and cot square, that cosec square a minus cot square a is equals to 1. So we can replace the value of cot square a is cosec square a minus 1. It will become as 9 cosec square a and cosec a is 3. Answer will be 81 over here, not 27, because cosec a is 3. So cosec square a will be 9. Okay. Now moving on to the next part. Question number 12. Question number 12 is find the area of a square inscribed in a circle of radius 8 cm. We have given that a square is inscribed in a circle. Inscribed means that the square is inside the circle, and we have given the radius is 8 cm. If we need to find out the side of a square, that side we can find out with the help of Pythagoras theorem, because we know that the diagonals of a square bisect each other at an angle of 90 degree. So this angle AOB will be equal to 90. So we can find out the value of AB, and AB will come as under root of 128, and we know that the area of a square is side square. So AB square will be the answer, that is 128 centimeter square. Moving on to question number 13. If the ratio of the volume of two spheres is 64:27, then find out the ratio of their surface area. We have given sphere and we know that the volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. We are having two different spheres, so we can take the ratio as r1 and r2. So 4 upon 3 pi r1 cube upon 4 upon 3 pi r2 cube is equal to 64 upon 27. This all will cancel out. R1 upon R2 whole cube will be equal to 64 upon 27. We can find out the ratio of R1 and R2, that is 4 upon 3. Now just apply the formula of their surface area, that is 4 pi R1 square and 4 pi R2 square. 4 and pi cancel out. R1 upon R2 whole square, that means 4 upon 3 whole square means 16 upon 9. Moving on to question number 14. The perpendicular at a point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. That is true, because the perpendicular at a point of contact to the tangent should pass to the center, because we know that the radius is perpendicular to the tangent and radius passes through the center. That's why. Second one, sorry, 15th one. If PA is the probability for any event A, then P of A bar should always be less than P of A. No, that depends upon, it can be less, it can be more. But P of A plus P of A bar should always be equal to 1. But if suppose the value of P of A, that is the probability of happening any event, is 0.4, in that case P of A bar will be equal to 0.6. So this condition will become false. That is why the answer is false. 16.1. The probability of having 53 Mondays in the year 2020 is 3 upon 7. False. Because the probability of having 53 Mondays in a leap year, 2020 will be is a leap year. So the probability of getting 53 Mondays is 2 upon 7, not 3 upon 7. Here our section A is completed. Moving on to section number B. 17th one. We have given a table, marks scored and number of students. We need to find out the probability of students getting more than 40 marks. And B part is probability of students getting less than 30 marks. So we can just add the total number of students. They all are 100. So we can say that the probability, or we can say the total outcome, is 100. After then, the first part is of getting more than 40 marks. So there are two cases of this one, 42 and 43. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So the answer will be 3 upon 100. B part is getting less than 30 marks, means 20, 25, 20, 29. So the answer will be 6 plus 20 plus 24 plus 28. It will be 78 upon 100, or we can simplify as 39 upon 50. Moving on to question number 18. Question number 18 is, prove that the square root of 7 is an irrational number, means root 7 is irrational number. That is a simple format. Root 7 is equal to P upon Q. We will take Q on that side, make square of that one. 7Q square is equal to P square. In that case, P will be equal to 7K. We will suppose K is a constant. After then, square one more time. And after solving this one, we can see that 7 is a factor of P and Q both. But they are co-prime number. So here is contradiction and our assumption is wrong. 19th question. The sum of the square of two consecutive odd positive integers is 650. We need to find out the numbers. So we can take first number as x and second number as x plus 2. We are taking x plus 2 because it is given as odd positive integer. The difference between the two consecutive integers should be 2 because they are odd numbers. The condition is given, sum of the square of two consecutive odd integer, means x square plus x plus 2 whole square. That will be equal to 650. After then, we will just simplify it and we can find out the answer as minus 19 and plus 17. And we have given in the equation that number is positive. So answer should be 17 only. And if one number is 17, second number will be 17 plus 2, that is 19. Moving on to question number 20. 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equals to 2 and 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equals to minus 1. Whenever we are having any variable in the denominator, we have to assume that as a and b. So 1 upon root x as a and 1 upon root y as b. So we can modify the equation as 2a plus 3b is equals to 2 and 4a minus 9b is equals to minus 1. After then, we can adopt any method to find out the values of a and b. A is coming as 1 upon 2 and after then b is coming as 1 upon 3. We have assumed 1 upon root x as a. So we can put 1 upon 2 is equals to 1 upon root x, or root x will come as 2. We will just square them. X will come as 4. In the same manner, we will put root y is equals to 3 and y will come as 9. So 4 and 9 are the final answers. There is a choice in this 20th question. Second question is, find k for following equations having infinite many solutions. Means the condition is a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. So A in the first equation is 3, A1 is 3, B1 is minus k plus 1 and C1 is minus 20, or we can take as 20. Just remember this thing, that C1 and C2, if you are taking on the left hand side, then both of them should be on the left hand side, or both the constants should be on the right hand side. So C1 here we are taking as 20 and C2 we are taking as 40. After then we can just simplify, we can compare and we can find out the values of k as 4. Moving on to 21st question. That is the question of trigonometry. Prove that 2 sin theta cos theta minus cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta plus sin square theta minus cos square theta is equal to cot theta. Whenever you are getting these type of questions, take LHS first, simplify as much as possible and try to convert all of them in terms of the right hand side, means in terms of cot, as it is over here. So from this we can take cos common, 2 sin theta minus 1 upon, we can convert 1 as sin square plus cos square cancel out, and over here we are having 2 sin square theta minus sin theta. We can take sin common, it will come as cos upon sin and all the rest parts will get cancelled out and answer will come as cot theta. Okay. Moving on to question number 22. It is 4 sin 30 plus cos 460 minus 2 upon 3 sin square 60 minus cos square 45 plus half tan square 60. So in this, just you need to put the values of sin 30, cos 60, sin 60, cos 45 and tan 60. Do the correct calculations, you will get the answer as 11 upon 6. There is a choice in this question. Sec square 27 minus cot square 63 plus sin square 52 plus sin square 38 upon cosec square 34 minus tan square 56 plus tan 10, tan 20, tan 30, tan 70 and tan 80. In these type of questions, you need to convert one trigonometric ratio in terms of other by checking the relation, that what type of relation is possible. Like in this case, we can convert sec in terms of cosec, and over here we can convert sin in terms of cos. We can convert cosec in terms of sec, and after then we can just simplify them. And if we are talking about the tan 20 and so on, so for that just check, it is 10 degree, it is 80 degree, 10 plus 80 90, it is 20 degree, it is 70 degree, 20 plus 70 again 90. So we need to convert this tan in terms of cot and cot again in terms of tan. After then they will just cancel out, and tan 30 we know it is 1 upon root 3. So after this we just need to simplify and find out the answer. Moving on to question number 23. Two concentric circles are of radii 7 cm and 25 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. We have given two circles, smaller one and the bigger one. The radii of smaller one is 7 cm, that is OM, and we have given the radii of the larger one is 25 cm, that means AO. We need to find out the length of the chord of the larger circle that will touch the smaller circle. So in triangle AOM we can apply the concept of Pythagoras theorem. From that we can find out the length of AM. AM is coming as 24, and we know that the perpendicular from the center bisects the chord. So AB will be equal to twice of AM, and that will be equal to 48 cm. The choice question, question number 23, prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. The meaning of circumscribing is that the circle will come inside the parallelogram, because the parallelogram is circumscribing the circle. So in this one we need to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. So we can prove as that AP will be equal to AS, PB will be equal to BQ, CQ will be equal to CR and DS will be equal to DR. Why? Because we know that tangents from a common point to a circle are equal. After then, we will just prove that AB plus CD is equals to AD plus BC. That we can prove like this. After then, it will be proved as a parallelogram, and then we can prove it a rhombus in this manner. Moving on to question number 24. Find the median of the data from the graph. We have given this graph. First is curve A and second is curve B. And the B part is we need to state the type for curve A and B. We know that whenever the less than type and more than type ogive intersect each other, the point of intersection will give us the median. So we can say the median is 70 and the A is more than type ogive and the B is less than type ogive. Moving on to question number 25. A man of height 156 cm stands under a semicircular arc at a distance of 36 cm from one end such that his head touches the arc. Find the width of the arc. As per my assumption, that is the toughest question in this question paper. A man of height 156 cm stands under a semicircular arc at a distance of 36 cm from one end such that his head touches the arc. Find the width of the arc. In this manner we can draw the figure. Basically, we need to find out the width of the arc. What is the meaning of width of the arc? Width of the arc means we need to find out the value of BC. So from that we can apply the concept of Pythagoras theorem, because we know that in a semicircle the angle formed by the diameter that should be equal to 90 degree. So BD is 36 cm, AD is 156 cm, CD we are assuming as X and AC we are assuming as Y. So in triangle ABD we can apply Pythagoras theorem. We can find out the value of AB square. In triangle ADC we can apply Pythagoras theorem. We can find out the value of Y square. After then, in triangle ABC we will apply Pythagoras theorem and then we can find out the value of X. After finding out the value of X, we can find out the value of BC and that will be your final answer. Moving on to question number 26. Factorize root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equals to 0. Now just check. 5 root 2 multiplied by root 2 becomes 10 and the factors of 10 are 5 2s are 10. So we can just split it from the middle term and then find out the answer as minus root 2 and minus 5 upon root 2. Choice question is, we need to find out the roots of 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. In the same manner, we can split the middle term as 2 root 3 and 2 root 3 because 2 2s are 4, root 3 into root 3 becomes 3 and 4 3s are 12. In the same manner, A part 3 and C part 4, 4 3s are 12. So we are getting correct factors and the answer will come as 2 upon root 3, 2 upon root 3. Roots are equal over here. Moving on to section number C, 27th question. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4. We need to find out the value of g of x. So this question is just a simple question of division of polynomials. P of x given to us, g of x we need to find out, q of x given to us and remainder is also given to us. Just add the remainder to p of x, divide by q of x and we can find out the value of g of x. Simple question. Question number 28. The sum and difference of reciprocals of ages of Aishwarya and her daughter Aradhya is 5 upon 40 and 3 upon 40 respectively. Find their ages. We have given the sum and difference in the reciprocal of their ages. We can assume the age as x and y years and we can form the equation as 1 upon x plus 1 upon y as 5 upon 50 and 1 upon y minus 1 upon x as 3 upon 50. Why it will be 1 upon y not 1 upon x? Because whenever we are doing the reciprocal, in that case higher the denominator, lower will be the fraction. So we will not take 1 upon x and 1 upon y. We have to take 1 upon y and 1 upon x. After then we can just simply solve them and we can find out the values of x and y. X is coming as 40 years and y is coming as 10 years. Moving on to question number 29. Under a project of one child one tree undertaken by a school students plants the trees in a pattern of first row 3 plants, second row 5 plants and third row 7 plants and so on. The least row has 37 plants. Find the number of students in the school. That question is of AP because we can find out first row 3, second row 5, third row 7 and so on. So the AP will be 3, 5, 7 and so on, and the last row is 37. So AN is 37. So from that we can find out the value of n, and what we need to find out? The number of students. That means Sn we need to find out. So for finding out the Sn, first of all we should know the value of n, and that n we can find out with the help of formula of An. After then put the value of n in the formula of Sn and we can get the answer. The choice question is find 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 88 and 16th term is 73. Which term of this series will be first negative term? First negative term means An should be less than 0. We can find the value of D and we can find the value of A. After that, okay, over here we have find out the value of A31. A31 we are getting as 28. We need to find out the value of first negative term. So for first negative term, the value of An should be less than 0. And what is the formula of An? An is A plus n minus 1 into D. That should be less than 0. Value of A is 118 plus n. We need to find out. And the value of D is minus 3. That should be less than 0. Or we can say 118 should be less than thrice of n minus 1, or 118 should be less than 3n minus 3, or 121 should be less than thrice of n, or 121 upon 3 should be less than n. If we will divide this one, we will get the answer as 40.33, and n should be more than this. And we know that n can never be in decimal format. So what is our first whole number that is more than 40.33? That is 41. That is why 41 is the first term which is the negative term. Okay. Moving on to question number 30. The quadrilateral whose vertices are 1, 0, 7, 0, 6, 3 and 2, 3. We need to find the area. So we can just connect the value of AC. There are two triangles ABC and ADC. We can put the formula of area of triangle. We can find out the value of ABC and we can find out the value of ADC. Just add them, we will get our answer. Okay. Moving on to question number 31. We have given a table which gives monthly consumption of electricity of 68 customers. Median of distribution is 137 units. We need to find out the number of missing consumers. We have given this as a table. So we need to find out the value of x and y. We have given median, means we need to find out the value of CF. So we can form the table in this manner, and we can find that the median class is 125 to 145. Why? Because we have given that the median is 137, which is lying between 125 to 145. So that is our median class. From that, we can put all these values in the formula of median and we can find out the values of x and y. Okay. Moving on to question number 31. We have given one more table. We have given lifetime and frequency. We need to find out the mean from this. We have given total frequency is 225 electrical components. As we have not mentioned any specific method, so we can use either direct method, assumed mean or step deviation method. We are finding the table with the help of direct method. So the mean will come as 660. Moving on to question number 32. A quadrilateral is drawn to circumscribe a circle, then prove that the sum of its opposite sides are equal. Means we need to prove that AB plus CD is equals to AD plus BC. After this, we have given it as a quadrilateral, and we have given this quadrilateral is circumscribing a circle. We will use the property of tangents, that AP is equals to AS, BP is equals to BQ, CQ is equals to CR, and SD is equals to DR. After then, we will just add them and prove it equal. Moving on to question number 33. From each corner of a square of 4 cm, a quadrant of circle of radius 1 cm is cut, and also a circle of diameter 2 cm is cut. Find out the area of the remaining portion. We have given the square. We need to cut the 4 quadrants so that we can find out the area of shaded region. Now one more thing. If we will add these 4 quadrants, we will get one complete circle. So either we can write down as 4 multiplied by area of quadrant, or we can write down as area of circle. We have given the diameter. From this diameter we can find out the radius. The radius of quadrant is 1 cm and the radius of circle is also 1 cm. And the area of a square is side multiplied by side. So after subtraction we can find out the value of shaded region. Moving on to question number 34. A platform with dimensions 22 meter into 14 meter into 2.5 meter is formed from the earth digging the well with diameter 7 meter. Find the depth of the well. The shape of well is cylindrical, that we know. And whenever the term earth digging the well comes, that means the volume of the platform and that of the well will be equal. We have given the radius. From this diameter we can find out the radius. We have given the radius of the cylindrical well. We have given the dimensions of the cuboid. So for that, volume of cuboid will be equal to the volume of well. We will just equate them and we can find out the height of the well, that is 20 meter. Optional question is, a tent is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by conical top if height and diameter of cylindrical part are 2.1 meter and 4 meter respectively, and slant height of top is 2.8 meter. We need to find out the area of the canvas used for making the tent. We also need to find out the cost of canvas of the tent at the rate of rupees 350 per meter square. So we have given a cuboid and we have given a conical part. That is the shape of a tent. So regarding the area of canvas, that will be CSA of the cylinder and CSA of the cone. We can just apply the formula, apply the values and find out the answer of this area of canvas. Now for the second part, that is the cost of the canvas. That means area multiplied by rupees 350. So the answer will be 15,400 rupees. Moving on to section number D. Question number 35. Draw triangle PQR with QR as 7 cm, angle Q as 60 degree, angle P as 90 degree. After then, we need to draw one more similar triangle whose sides are 3/4 times the corresponding sides of triangle PQR. Means the new triangle will be smaller one. So over this triangle PQR is the original triangle, and from this we can draw one more triangle as AQC. But before than that, we have given sides as QR. We have given angle as Q, but we have not given angle R. Angle R we can find out by using angle sum property of triangle. Okay. Moving on to question number 35. Steps of this question you can write down by your own. Whenever the question will come in 3 or 4 mark, it is mandatory to write down these steps. Question number 35. Let ABC be a right triangle in which AB is 6 cm, BC is 8 cm, angle B is 90 and BD is the perpendicular from B on AC. The circle through BCD is drawn. Construct the tangent from A to the circle. That is question number 6 of exercise 11.2. We have to draw a circle. From this we will draw BC. After then we will find out the perpendicular bisector, and where the circle intersects we can mark the point D, and that means that BDC will be 90 degree because the angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. As AB is perpendicular to BC, that means this angle is 90, and we know that the tangents from a common point are equal. So AB should be equal to AN. So we can measure the arc AB and mark equal arc over N. Steps of this also you can write down. Question number 36. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 1 hour and 12 minutes. The tap of a smaller diameter takes 1 hour more than the larger one to fill the tank separately. We have given the difference in the time. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So we have taken the time taken by tap A is x hours and the time taken by tap B is x plus 1, because we are assuming that the tap A is of larger diameter. Smaller the diameter of the tap, more time it will take to fill up the tank. So tap B will take more time, that is x plus 1. Now we cannot add time, so we will use the concept of volume of water. Volume of water filled by tap A in 1 hour, that means rate. We are finding the rate of filling water, that is 1 upon x, reciprocal of this 1 upon x liter. In the same manner, volume of water filled by tap B in 1 hour is 1 upon x plus 1 liter, and both of the taps together are taking 1 hour 12 minutes. We have to convert this minutes in terms of hours. Volume of water filled by tap A and B in 1 hour, that means rate will be reciprocal of this 6 upon 5, that means 5 upon 6 liter. After this we can form the equation that volume of tap A plus tap B is equals to volume of A and B. 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 1 is equals to 5 upon 6. We can just form the equation and find out the value of x as negative and 2. But time can never be negative. That is why the value of x is coming as 2 and of tap B is coming as 2 plus 1, that means 3 hours. Moving on to question number 37. An observer spots a balloon moving with the wind in horizontal line at a height of 105 meter from the ground. Angle of elevation of balloon after some time reduces from 60 to 30 degree. Find the distance travelled by the balloon during the interval. We have given balloon. Now suppose the balloon is at position A and at position C. It is moving, as it is moving in the horizontal direction. So after this the angle is formed as 60 and 30. In the starting the angle was 60 degree, it reduced to 30 degree, but the height will remain same. So AB is equals to CD. Now we are having two triangles, triangle ABE and triangle CDE. So we can find out the distance, that is BE, and then we can find out DE. After this we can find out the value of BD, that will come as 70 root 3 meter. Okay. Moving on to question number 38. A tank is in the shape of a frustum having diameter of top and bottom as 6 and 10 meter. If the height is 3 meter, then how many liters of oil can be filled in it? How many drums of 200 liter each can be filled? We have given all the dimensions. We just need to put the formula, put correct values in it and find out the answer. And we should know the relation, then 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. After this we need to find out the number of drums, and number of drums is that how many drums of 200 liter each can be filled. Here will come as 200. Just make correction over here also. It will come as 770. Okay, answer will come as 770 number of drums. Now, moving on to question number 39. Question number 39 is, in triangle MNO, angle O is 90 degree. Then prove that MN square is equal to NO square plus MO square. Basically, it is a statement of Pythagoras theorem. Just for confusing the students, they have given in this manner. So in this question, you need to prove that theorem, Pythagoras theorem, that means theorem number 6.8. Okay. I hope you all know this theorem. That is a very easy theorem and a very important one also. Now the optional part is question number 39. 39 is, in an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on BC such that BC is equal to 3BD. We need to prove that AD square upon AB square is 7 upon 9. This question is also from the NCERT, from the last exercise. I think question number 14 or 15 it is. So in this we have given triangle is equilateral. First of all, draw the correct figure. ABC is equilateral triangle. After then, D is a point on BC such that BC is 3BD. So BD is, if BD is 1, in that case BC will be 3. We have given the condition that BC is thrice of BD. Now, for using the concept of Pythagoras theorem, we need to draw a perpendicular. So we are dropping AM perpendicular to BC. After then, we will apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ADM and then in triangle ABM. In triangle ADM, AD square is equal to AM square plus DM square. That we know. What is DM square? DM is equals to BM minus BD. That we know. So we can replace the value of DM as BM minus BD whole square. What is BM? BM is BC upon 2. Because we know that in an equilateral triangle, perpendicular bisects the base. So BM will be equal to BC upon 2 and BD is BC upon 3. That relation is given to us in the equation. After this, we can just simplify them. 3BC minus 2BC upon 6. That will be BC upon 6 whole square. Now what is AM square? AM square is AB square minus BM square as per the Pythagoras theorem. And BM is BC upon 2. After then we will just simplify and we will convert BC in terms of AB because the triangle is equilateral. So all the sides are of equal measurement. After this we will just simplify and we will get the answer as 7AB square upon 9. We will take AB in the denominator and the final answer will come as AD square upon AB square. That will be equal to 7 upon 9. Okay. That was all about the question paper of GSEB class 10th mathematics of the examination that was held in the year 2020. I hope you like my effort. If you are having any doubt, any question, any query, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.